guys, and welcome back to the Girls Cappuccino. Well, it a bit may work on this speech because I know.
Well,
Well, my name is Daisy.
this Elsie.
Yeah, and this is the Girls Cappuccino. As you've heard, we are not live, but we are
Here.
You are tuned in to KA television, where we understand the mind of
God.
Exactly. And so just before the break, we were talking about how busy schedules can be, how overwhelming schedules can be, how overwhelming life can be without a proper plan, without a proper schedule, without a proper structure. And just before the break, I had asked Peace a question, and she was just about to unleash her wisdom on us. And so, Peace, go ahead.
Yeah, so just to connect what we were talking about, I came across a video on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it was talking about how people can use helplessness as a weapon to manipulate you into always constantly being there for them in a way that is not healthy. Yeah, because when someone when someone shows how helpless they are and how much they really need you, they sometimes can make it in a way that they can't survive without you. And so you may gauge your commitments and look like, we are Anita Jimo. So you end up dropping some commitments or adding that person
Excuse me.
adding that person to your already busy schedule in the fear of not letting this person down or being there for someone. Yeah, and it's a very big tool of manipulation, because at the end of the day, you can't only have one person to help you in every single thing. That's crazy. It cannot work. And yeah, it can really be detrimental. It can really affect you negatively.
Okay. I believe that is true. I feel like people maybe consciously or subconsciously have, developed this habit, or as you said, like there's a word you used. What word was it? How did you frame it? That character for becoming helpless.
Victim mentality.
Yeah, victim mentality. Like people have actually like capitalized on this mentality, because you'd find someone it's not that anyone else, like no one else can step in, but they want you specifically to step in, maybe because of maybe you do that thing well. If it's work, maybe you can do that work really well. And so they sort of manipulate you to believing that if not you, then no one else can do it. Number two, they make you believe that you've really like let them down when they really needed you. And I feel like that is also emotionally manipulating people. And well, that's the crazy world we live in right now. But I feel like in this time and age, it's really important to actually establish your boundaries. It's really important to actually establish like let yourself be alert and let yourself know that even if you disappoint someone, it's okay to disappoint people for a good reason. Like as in, because you still have a lot going on in your life, and if you can't manage someone's to do, then it's okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to to prioritize your work, your things. Sometimes it's good to prioritize the next person, and that's okay. We're not negating that, but what we're trying to say here is there are so many ways that you can actually avoid overcommitting to things and to people.
I think also another reason why someone can find it easier to specifically ask one person is because they don't hold them accountable. They don't know how to say no. Maybe they tried it on other people. Other people did it the first time, the second time they're like, sinijana too many.
Umekuja sana.
I'm doing again today.
No.
You lied. Yeah. But there's some people who will just ask them, hurt me, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 30. Maybe like the 50th ndio. Yeah. So again, it goes back to boundaries.
Yeah, it really does. Now let's talk about life pressures. By this I mean, now this is beyond internal. Like you see, the other issues were internal. Like you can learn to say no. You can, oh, in episode, not episode, but the first part 1. But if you haven't watched part 1, please go back and watch it. It is packed. Yeah, it is fully packed. So, Mesha watch. All right. So, so in part 1, we were talking about how do we find ourselves in such circumstances where you have really overcommitted, you have no time left for yourself or for your to-do list, and how we find ourselves in this place. And we had talked about factors like fear, people pleasing, like not having boundaries, and
seeking validation.
Exactly. But as we talk about these things, all these things are internal. But sometimes, like, you'd find yourself, you're still in the same place, very fatigued, very overwhelmed, very pushed to the end. But these factors aren't like things you can change. Like, it's not like you can just decide, today I won't hear anything from anyone. Today I'll just be saying no to everyone. But so, what we're trying to say here, there's some things that are external. There's some things that stem from life itself. For example, now picture this lady who's maybe now a new mom for that. And maybe you'd find this is a new mom. She's still a career lady. She still is a wife. She still is maybe a business lady, has side hustles. She's still serving in church, actively in ministry. She's up and about. I know she has friends, she has neighbors, she has a community, this lady would still find herself in that place. And why is that, and even if it's not that, maybe someone who's, let's say, who maybe a stay-at-home mom, for example, you'd be like, okay, you're at home, so what exactly is giving you pressure? But let me tell you, like, until you live a day in this woman's shoes, and so things get overwhelming, not because of things that you can change or things that you can actually work on, but things that are life related, like stress and pressure from your bosses and career goals. What do you think, why do you think this is so, like, and how do you think that can be managed?
I think the first thing is our image. I think how we look before people, no matter how much we don't want to admit that, it boosts your ego kidogo. Like when someone sees, you're a mom, you're out there, it looks like you're doing everything and you're still looking pretty, you're still acing in terms of business, in terms of raising your children, in terms of building your home. It looks amazing, and when it looks amazing, people will notice and they will compliment you, not only verbally. I think the primary communication between us human beings is non-verbal. So by that, it will definitely boost your ego a little bit. And God made it that way because we are social beings, we have to interact with each other. But now we take it too far when we forget when we forget about how we look to ourselves, how we feel about ourselves, and we focus more on how we look to other people, how other people view us. And so if you are not grounded, if you do not have enough self-esteem and self-confidence to meet yourself where you are, to be honest with yourself. Sometimes most of the people who go above and beyond, it's because they want to create a false image of who they really are. And so they do so much thinking it will hide who they are. You'll be distracted by all that they're doing. You won't focus on who they really are because they really don't like and appreciate who they are. So they focus on all this, and also you and other people outside will focus on all this. But you forget at the end of the day, when the sun sets, you're at home with yourself. So if you don't love yourself as you are, without all these other achievements, you'll always try to overcompensate. You'll never really be satisfied. You'll never really be content with who you are. As much as we are trying to meet all these deadlines, as much as we are trying to achieve all these things and be there for others and be there for other people, who's gonna be there for you? Once you crash out, ni wewe tu kuwa hapo peke yako
It's
na
true.
God. You know, God can only do so much. He has given you everything that you need. Yeah. So most of the times, if you do not, and I feel like you can tell someone who really is content with with who they are, as opposed to someone who is achieving things to help them accept themselves. Yeah, because at some point I was there doing the most. In part one, I said, I said I was working Monday to Friday, and sometimes I'd even take extra jobs for Saturday. After I've taken those Saturday jobs, namaliza, I go show up for my friends. I would never show up for myself. I never valued myself. I valued other people, and I thought that, you know, if I do stuff for you, you will value me, and through you valuing me, I'll love myself. But that will never work.
Agreed. I think okay, people say like we can't control some things, but I think everything can be controlled, as in to
Except for
a certain
maybe the
aspect.
weather and stuff like that. But
Well, you can dress warmly. It can be controlled to some certain measure.
Yeah.
So for the external factors, I think I still feel like you can control external factors, but sasa over time, like you can't just wake up and decide. You know, it's just the way. For this lady, what was her name? Lizzie. We had given her Lizzie. For Lizzie, she can't just wake up and say, you know what, I quit. Okay, she can, but the repercussions are really great because okay, so tomorrow,
should think it through.
yeah, like where's your rent coming from, or how are your bills being paid? And so for external factors, I think life gets really crazy, especially if you're on a roll of comparing yourself to people or letting people set the standard. I think it's really important to bring yourself and constantly remind yourself that you set the standard. God sets the standard for your life. Like, it isn't about, okay, I'm 25, you're 25. Maybe, for example, you have a car, I don't have a car. Or I have a house, you don't have a house. You get it? It isn't about where you are at. Because where you were born and where I was born, completely different. How you were raised and how I was raised, completely different. Like the calling of God for your life and the calling of God for my life, completely different. So I know people like do it subconsciously, like the whole comparison thing, and of course sometimes it can be good, sometimes, and those sometimes someone has to be really careful because it can be good in the sense that you're trying to pace yourself. Like you're like, okay, so we're 25, right? We're supposed to have done this, done that, done this. Are we like there yet? Are we there? Are we not there because of us? As in, is it because I'm not working hard enough? And maybe there's some things you need to like bolt up and improve on. But there's some things you can't really control. As in, for sure you really can't, and that's okay. I think if we learn the art to tell ourselves that's okay, we'd be really far, like as a nation, as a generation.
And especially social media has really contributed greatly to that.
Agreed.
You see people very young, you know, driving cars, and they're like, "Oh, this is not from my parents. You know, I built myself.
I bought it myself."
You're like, what was I doing?
What have I been doing with my life? What is my life? I know.
I think people's lives are very different.
Agreed.
Their paths, their journeys are different. There's no need to give yourself unnecessary pressure.
Underline unnecessary.
Yeah. Because maybe amefika at 19 they're high, maybe itafika a place maybe in their 20s they experience maybe a low moment, and maybe that time that they're experiencing your low you'll be at your high. So why should we compare? Kila mtu na time yake na season yake. Let's just calm down. Also the Bible says the Bible says that godliness with contentment is great. So as much as we want more, if you're not content now, hata ukuwe na billions, you'll never be content. Yeah, that's why you see people who are wealthy and they're still chasing and chasing and you're like, sir, you can buy my whole family, you know? Okay, you
Please.
can't.
Okay, it was a joke, guys.
Yeah, you can't buy us. We are bought by the blood.
Amen. Come on.
Producer and any judgment. Yeah, so well, yeah. So again, contentment. If you want to get to the next level, appreciate where you are, live where you are, maximize where you are right now.
Agreed.
Then because you'll get to the next level and you'll miss your yesterday because you didn't maximize it.
Plus, I believe there's a beauty in living in the moment. Like, as in, yes, right now things may not be like as you anticipated them to be, but there's a beauty in being in that season. As in, najua how stressful, like, you umeamka umepanda mat, sijui umeconnect na wapi, mat imefika, sijui umebust tire, sijui umeshukishwa, sijui wapi katikati ya barabara, sijui wamekulipia 20 bob, wamekulipia 20 bob kufika kwa hiyo mat, ati kumbe sasa walilipa less, sasa mnafaa kuongeza 10 bob, and uko like, what is this on a Monday morning?
I'm just trying to get to work.
But I believe like all these experiences, like, they're beautiful. Like they're what makes life life. As in, imagine like how boring it would be. Like, I would feel like it would be so boring. Like, you wake up and I don't know, you have everything like at your reach. And
especially if you've not worked for it, you don't know the source,
like, you don't know,
and
you don't know the beauty. Like, akunanga kitu poa like spending your own money
that you built from scratch. Yeah,
spending your own money is, I feel like, the simple joys of life, as because it's so painful but so rewarding at the same time. You'll be like, wow,
I really enjoy my husband's money, to be honest. Stay at home.
Please, hapo ni next episode.
Okay.
Tunakufikia.
No, just in case I watch it, so just had to be safe. Had to put it out there. I digress.
Well, anyways, but I really feel like there's a joy in, you know, taking life
Step by
slowly.
step.
Yeah, like actually hustling and getting to where you need to be in a matter of months, years, you know, decades, whatever. Like, I feel like all those struggles and all those pains and all those frustrations and everything, like, is what makes life. I don't feel like, okay, personally, like, I know someone is looking at me and they're like, me, if I would wake up in a mansion fully paid, do what, and horses taking me, I don't know where, I'd be happy. But I don't feel like I would be happy. Yeah, I don't think I'd be like, I really love, I think that's why I'm also in business, because I really love the hustle. Like, I love the
growth, the story.
Like,
no, you have
exactly, you literally don't have a story. I love it. I love the hustle. I love the everything. But sapia isiende sana. God please.
We are ready
God,
to
please.
share experience.
We are done with the experiences. Lord, we are ready for our new car. Yeah. But I feel like the sooner, as a generation even, like the sooner we accept this, that life is not even that complicated.
Okay.
Like, it's not that serious.
Too chill to
as
calm
in,
down.
like, as in, people just chill. You know,
Ati you're how old? Na unafanya? Na umeachieve? Unaolewa nini?
and I love people who are making it out there. Like, I love it. But also, I feel like it's really important to take a breath. Like, stop. Oh, there's this, I don't know it's from which book. It usually says stop and smell the flowers. And it basically translates to like you pausing your life and saying, you know what are you even doing? Get, because you'd find yourself on the grind for years and years and years and years. You're fatigued. Like, people got married, people, did what, people experienced life, people traveled, people, and you'd be like, okay, so yes, I have the money right now. You're in your 60s, for example. You've hustled your whole life, you've strived your whole life. You're 60 now, you don't have friends, you don't have relationships, you don't have, like, you have the money but you don't even know how to spend it, because at this point in time, like, you literally burnt down every bridge, you tore down every relationship,
You've not even taken time maybe to raise your children.
Maybe you didn't even, you were like, I don't want kids till I'm well established. What is that? Imagine no one is ever content. Like you'd figure even people are literally in their 70s and they're still starting companies. They're still, investing. They're still, so there's no time you'll ever be like there, ikifika hapo, where is there? Like there's no time.
Heaven.
And I feel like it's good to actually just accept that truth.
Yeah.
And enjoy life as it comes. And that way you won't have to feel like you're trying to compensate for something, And please don't get me wrong. I love ambition. I am ambitious myself, but I feel like there's a separation. There's a separation between being ambitious and being, how would we call it? Just that, what we've discussed. Yeah, there's a clear separation. Like being ambitious is very different because this is you for you. Like you have goals, you need to achieve them. You need to pursue this and this and that so that you're able to achieve this specific goal. You need to take on 2 businesses plus a career plus what, and we love it for you. I love it for myself. Yeah, but I feel there's also a need to, once in a while, quiet down, take time off, and actually think, what are we actually doing? Because we are a fatigued generation, if I may say. Like, people are so tired. As in, there's no one who's just happy. Like, okay, I'm happy, but I'm so tired. And how was your week? I'm so tired. I just want to rest. Like, everyone is just so tired all the time. And I feel like there's actually a way to enjoy life. Like, I feel like there's this influencer I usually follow on TikTok. And her videos usually start like, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. And come as I show you how the Lord has favored me in this and this and that. And her house is beautiful. And her children are so cute, so well raised. And she's usually like, when I was younger, I had to do this and this and that, and I had so much pressure. And she's now way like advanced in years. And she was like, I wish I had taken the time to actually live in a small studio. I wish I would have taken the time to enjoy that studio and not feel like I'm not there yet, because right now I'm living, her house is so big, like her house is so big. And she's like, I'm usually entering all these rooms and I'm like, how I miss the studio days, how I miss going back, coming home, and my bed is there, and my seat is there, and my kitchen is there, and and as I listened to her, I was like, we are all striving to reach an end, and finally when you reach that end, so what next? Exactly. And so sometimes, yes, it cannot be avoided, because what will you tell your boss? That I want to take leave and enjoy life and smell the flowers.
What do you mean?
Of course, like, it's not easier said, like as easy as we're saying it, but I feel like it's really important to pause once in a while and actually take time to remember, why are we even doing this in the first place? And number 2, to always, like, as we had said earlier, to always live in the moment, to always dwell in that fact that this is, like, we're not trying to reach a place of satisfaction. We're enjoying the journey. We're actually enjoying the journey to reaching that place. And that place is reached in heaven, according to me. Like, me feel like there's no reaching, like, there's no place you'll ever fika, sema nimefika, like.
But if you're not content here, what makes you think you'll be content there?
Like, I think true human beings, like, are never content. But I feel like you can find contentment in where you are, in actually any level you are in, even if, like, you're here or you're 18 and you're just trying to figure out life, and or maybe you're in campus and you're trying to just understand, like, what you want to do or what you want to be. I feel like you can find contentment in any stage. It's just that the lack thereof brings so much unsettledness, so much anxiety, so much, and then now you start trying to look for avenues, and I feel like you can just sorry, all things, I feel like all things are found in Christ. And so you can actually take time and ask God, God, where do you want me to be? How do you want us to live this out? Because I don't feel like this was God's ideal plan, as in, why why all the fatigue, why all the stress, why the depression? As you wake up every morning and you're like, why? Why am I going to work at 5 a.m.? Why? So I feel like there's I don't know. I feel like there's a calling for everyone, and there's a way God structured everyone's life so that you can be able to live life in full.
Yeah.
Because for you maybe that would look so different. Like for me, I actually love waking up early. I love that my job demands me to wake up at 3 or not to sleep at all, or I love it. I don't know why I love it, because I'm usually so tired, but I love it,
That's crazy.
But for someone else, their joy would be, to just stay at home, be able to go for I don't know, anywhere they want and leave. So for me, such days like when I'm at home, I usually feel like, God, you're not serious. How am I? Don't you love me? As in, please rescue me from this, whatever this
Boredom.
is. Aki, because I usually feel like, wow, there's nothing I'm achieving today.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's actually a problem I need to work on. Well,
Wow.
yeah, but you get, as in, for you, fulfillment would look like something else. For someone, fulfillment would be, I want to live in a big house, a big mansion, a good job. For someone else, fulfillment would be, I want a good husband, I want 4 kids. For someone else, fulfillment would be, I want to be able to go with my car, like, to events, and, nishuke watu one, like, For someone else, fulfillment would be, I want to be able to provide for my parents at home. I want to build for them a house. I want to, you get. So everyone's idea of fulfillment is different, but I feel all of it centers back to God and back to why God has called us, and what He has called us to do in a specific areas of life. Yeah.
So maybe you can tell us what fulfillment looks like to you in the comment section as we take this short break.